You know, everyone talks about the flood of '86, but now we've just been through the worst. Record rains pouring down on Kansas and Oklahoma, filling our lakes to capacity and flooding the Arkansas River. I am joined by Chief Meteorologist Mike Collier. And Mike, what did you see when you went out into the community after all the floods?
Well, I was able to visit with the Ward family of Sand Springs, and they showed me what's left of their home and their drive to rebuild and move forward. Heavy rain pushed Kaw and Keystone Lakes to the limit, forcing the Army Corps of Engineers to release massive amounts of water, affecting the hundreds of families along the river, including Mike Ward and his family.
My parents live over here. They got flooded as well. My daughter lives over there. They got flooded as well. We're a pretty tight-knit family, so we usually help each other out. Now we're all in this same predicament together.
While the river overflowed its banks, here, the problem was creeks and streams backfilling into neighborhoods. How much warning did you get to get out and to gather your stuff and to, seek higher land?
Well, as far as official warning, it was about 3 to 4 hours. We were trying to keep track of the reports on what the release was,
right,
and how high we thought it might get, looking at some of the stuff that was published as far as if they release this much water, then these areas will begin to flood. Sure. Luckily, we got a lot of our stuff upstairs, out of the way, but we did lose some furniture down here.
What is that feeling like, knowing that you have 3 hours to get your prized possessions, get your family out?
It's very emotional, and you don't know what you're going to come back to.
Right.
And we worked so hard for everything that we have, and it's just, it's really hard to put it into words what it feels like.
Like many living in the 500-year floodplain, Mike didn't think he needed to get flood insurance.
So this is a master bedroom, master bath, closet. If we were standing here 5 days ago, we'd be standing in almost knee-deep water. All the insulation, all that's wet and heavy, we got all that out of here. And then we started cleaning up the floors and get the generator and the fans going and try to get this stuff dried out.
I've seen tornado damage, I've seen hail damage. Honestly, almost working here 19 years, this is the first significant flood damage I've seen. And when I first saw it, it looks like tornado damage, except the house is still there. It's just everything has been gutted out. You have the top half of the house, okay, but you have to rebuild the whole bottom.
Yes.
That will take some time, and with the help of family and friends, Mike is able to start picking up the pieces and start the cleanup process.
They're pretty resilient for a family that ended up with half a house, basically.
Absolutely, and they were hit by the tornado 4 years ago in Sand Springs, so they had to clean up from that. Not only that, but their parents had to reclean. They lived about a mile away and had to clean up the house as well from flooding. And their daughter, just down the street, had flooding as well. So the whole family really impacted greatly by the floods.